Leisure activities and hobbies are common for every one of us to relax and recharge our batteries, but not all hobbies are similar, and certainly not all of them cost the same. While most of us would be happy with a bike ride on a trail through the woods on the weekend, rich people have to have their yachts. Before we start, welcome to Lucid Luxury. Please take a moment, subscribe to our channel, and click on the notification bell to get an alarm for the new videos. Okay, possibly not all of them, but their leisure exercises and sports are a bit more different from those of familiar individuals in common. Are fewer into excessive pastimes, such as cherishing playing golf, and a few will joyfully give cash away to charities, attempting to make the world a better place for the not-so-lucky among us. But let's not judge a book by its cover and find out more about what the richest people on the planet love to do with their free time. For that matter, we've made our list of 10 luxury lifestyle hobbies of the richest people in the world. Number 1. Skiing. There's skiing for the ordinary person, and then there's skiing for the rich. And skiing becomes a luxury hobby. When you add all the bells and whistles, the elite gets to fly via private jet to the world's most exclusive and expensive ski resorts. They had 2 resorts that offer their guests horse-drawn carriage rides, personal wine cellars, cinema rooms, upmarket spas, golf, and gourmet meals with private chefs. It is possible to ski when you're not loaded, but you're certainly not going to get the 5-star experience. The rich can afford it, and you won't be cutting the mountainside with the likes of the Beckhams and George Clooney. Number 2. Hunting. Hunting could appear like your ordinary hobby, since there is nothing fancy or expensive around being out in the woods, but that could not be further from the truth. Hunting can get pretty expensive quickly. Depending on the country, owning a gun may already be a costly business. Then include the cost of hunting charges and endeavor expenses, and your wallet will begin purging very quickly. In addition to that, if one needs to hunt something more outlandish, like a massive game in Africa, well, that will skyrocket the costs. Number 3. Golf. Almost every wealthy person possesses a golf club membership, and it is not at all surprising. It is one of their favorite activities to do in their free time. Many of the luxury golf clubs could cost you about $3 lakh to join. The additional yearly fee will take the cost even higher. It's a leisurely game played by like-minded individuals, a place where business contacts are made, where ideas are tossed around, and where frustrations and stress can be taken out on a little white ball. The wealthy love it because it's safe. They can easily fit it in their busy schedules. Plus, the occasional amazing shots added advantage to give them bragging rights to handle users in just a bit. Number 4. Exotic pets. Exotic pets have become a commodity for the wealthy, a way to show off wealth and a hobby to pass the time. Lamborghinis and Louis Vuitton bags go hand in hand with exotic animals, and you'll often see cheetahs and tigers fluttering across Tinder and Instagram. If a bear or lynx sounds a bit too tame, how about a Bactrian camel to add to your collection? So what's the enormous appeal for the wealthy to own exotic animals? Ego, one-upmanship, and complete narcissistic behavior because it's clear to see whose needs are coming first, right? Mike Tyson had tigers, Paris Hilton had a kinkajou, and Kirstie Alley had lemurs. We know that Justin Bieber had a capuchin monkey who was confiscated in Germany. Bieber never produced the correct paperwork and gave the monkey to a zoo in Hoftenhagen. Number 5. A night at the casino. When it comes to fabulousness and advancement, a night at the casino has a lovely touch. It got the imposing business model on high-end hobbies and dressed up to the nines for a few turns of the roulette table, all over a great bottle of Moet. Of course, it is a cherished interest of the wealthy, and a game of bingo can be just as fun, with online sites such as Wink Bingo encountering a surge in ubiquity and recent time. If it includes investing and possibly winning big, the A-list is bound to adore it, making it the extreme side interest for those who have more cash than they know what to do with. Friends, I hope you are enjoying the video. Don't forget to subscribe to stay in the loop with our unique videos, and if we missed something important in the list so far, do comment us below. Your thoughts mean a lot to us. Keep watching. Number 6. Wines. Fine wines are something almost every wealthy individual in the world has tasted, but that's not sufficient for a few of them. Growing a vineyard and making wine for themselves is another propensity of a few of the wealthiest individuals in the world. It's not unprecedented for villas to have a place for famous people, to have wine cellars and wineries, and it certainly isn't too difficult for them to make their wine. Number 7. Traveling. Being able to hop on a plane and travel anywhere is an absolute luxury. The wealthy can travel to any destination of their heart's desire to take part in any hobby available. Traveling is getting to be omnipresent. The fetch of transport is decreasing as technology is advancing, and vacations are getting cheaper and cheaper. However, not too many people can afford more than a few weeks of traveling every year. But the wealthiest people have both the time and the means to spend months on end traveling, so this can be a leisure activity in itself. First-class airline tickets, beautiful destinations, and elaborate hotel rooms are just a few of the perks of traveling around the world the way wealthy individuals do. Number 8. Flying. Be it enjoying in a hot air balloon or paragliding, or learning how to fly their private jet, all of these things come under the interests of wealthy people. When it comes to beating boredom, the rich seem to love taking off. Whether it's just strolling along in a hot air balloon, getting a pilot license, chartering your own flight in your own plane to your own island, is something that is a reality for many wealthy individuals. And you'd be surprised to know how many famous faces can add pilot to their resume, like Angelina Jolie, Tom Cruise, John Travolta, and Hilary Swank. Number 9. High altitude mountain climbing. Climbing some of the most famous summits of the planet comes with high costs. And we are not talking about the possibility of injury or even death. We are talking about money. A whole lot of it. Climbing Everest nowadays can start somewhere at $35,000 and get well over $1 lakh. And there are lots of high peaks out there where the taxes for trying to reach the peak rise higher than the peaks themselves, in dollars. While there is no real utility in trekking for extended weeks, depriving the body of the much-needed oxygen for extended periods, and reaching a high peak after spending loads of money on gear and supplies, there is something very alluring to that kind of adventure, something not many people can afford. Number 10. Philanthropy. Many rich people are philanthropists. They love donating their money for good causes. More than 80% of the world's wealthy people are associated with their own NGOs and other sorts of charitable trusts. Some of them have even pledged to give a significant portion of their wealth to noble causes. The most favorite hobby was philanthropy. More than a third of the wealthiest people in the world pursued charitable interests, with many having signed up their fortunes to the Giving Pledge, whereby the world's wealthiest pledge to give away half of their wealth during their lifetime. Billionaire philanthropy is undoubtedly a luxury hobby only for the rich. But don't let that stop you from doing well in your own way, because a charity has never made anyone poor. It does more good for the person giving than the person receiving. Now we are at the end of our video. What's the first hobby you would pursue if money were no object? Where would you most likely be involved in philanthropic work? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe to Lucid Luxury so you never miss another video.